before we even start this bracket, we need to make a decision on whether we are going to be an analyst or are we going to be a team owner. Okay? Now, I'm not referring to any specific matchup on this page. And I'm certainly not referring to the Atlanta FaZe versus LA Thieves matchup. Okay? We just need to decide if we are going to be biased or unbiased. Because if we're taking in information that's been put in front of us, I'm not going to lie to you, me predicting an LA Thieves win versus Atlanta FaZe, that's going to be a tough sell. Okay? We're just being honest. I believe in LA Thieves, bro. I believe in Ghosty. I believe in Afro. I believe in Nasty. I believe in Kremp. But I'm not going to lie to you, gentlemen. Going up against Atlanta FaZe first round at a major when they just came off a second place finish at the last major and have been one of the best teams in the league for like the last 5 years, it's pretty hard for me to sit here and tell you that I think LA Thieves is going to win that match. Okay? I do believe, gentlemen, I believe more than you'll ever know. But if we're being analytical with our approach, you guys might not fuck with my prediction if I were to just come out and say LA Thieves going to 3-0 Atlanta FaZe. I know they can do it. But do we want to be realistic? You guys tell me. Then quit yapping and pick JC Dub. Listen, you got a little gift box next to your name. You've been gifting subs. You're a subscriber, JC Dub. I love you, brother. But this is a shorter stream, and if you can tell by the category down below or to the wherever the fuck it is, this is just chatting. So I'm going to be doing a lot, and I mean a lot of yapping. Okay? It's a shorter stream today. Like I said, I have an all-company meeting, then a doctor's appointment in the afternoon here. So, and I woke up a little late. For the first time in like a month and a half, I woke up at 5:30, looked at my clock, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna rest. Just gonna close my eyes again for 2 seconds and see what happens. Sure enough, I woke up an hour later, and I knew that I was gonna be late for this stream. I just knew it. I'm like, holy shit. But my energy is great. Maybe instead of waking up at 5:30, I should just get an hour of sleep. There's just no way for me to consistently go to bed at 9 o'clock p.m. There's no way for me to consistently go into bed at 9 o'clock. Oh, also, listen, real quick, gentlemen. I know we want to get to the bracket. I've been sitting here this entire time just talking. You guys are probably getting frustrated. I get it. Riot Food, thank you very much for the prime. Chad, I just want to say something real quick. I think it was Havoc and Heisman. I'm not entirely sure. But whoever started talking about solo leveling a couple days ago, the anime and the manga. I know the manga comes first, then the anime, whatever. They started talking about it on stream, and they piqued my little interest, okay? I started watching solo leveling. I got through all 11 episodes that have been released so far in 2 days. And I just want you guys to know that I am so frustrated and upset with my friends. Because my life could have been so much better if I never even had the idea or the interest sparked in my mind to start watching this fucking thing. My life would have been so much better if that happened like 2 years from now. Okay? I didn't even know what solo leveling was. I've never heard of it. I don't go on Crunchyroll unless I'm being very intentional about what I'm going to watch. I don't browse. I don't do anything. But whoever the fuck told me about this show, if you could have just kept your yappers shut, I would have never been in the position that I'm in now where I'm waiting for this fucking show week to week. My life would have been so much better if I never heard of it until like 2 years from now when they've got 3 seasons and I've got like 30 million episodes to binge. Because now I got to sit here with my thumb up my ass and wait week to week just like everybody else. The show is only confirmed for 12 episodes this season. Yo, the fella, if you got a fully loaded gun that I can borrow in game, I could find some great use for it. Because now that I know that I just set myself up to watch one more episode and then I'm going to wait like 2 more years for a second season, you just ruined my day. You just ruined my entire week. You ruined everything. God damn it, dude. That is so disappointing. That is so disappointing. Ride Copas, thank you very much for the prime, brother. 10 months, appreciate you. Long dogs. I was really hoping that was long dongs, but long dogs will take a special place in my heart as well with the prime. He said, gooning to the stream, hashtag edging, hashtag come, hashtag blast on my face. I guess that's what my fucking channel is now, boys. Hey. The boys will be boys, man. Have fun, dude. Have fun with all that edging. Yo, Peyton, thank you very much for the tier 1. He said, you're the first person I've ever subscribed to. I watch you every day, beginning to end, and you never wipe the smile off my face. Love you, brother. Keep it up. Yo, Peyton. Peytonator. You make me think of a Baconator. I don't like the bacon, but I do like the idea of Wendy's. So that means I love you. Thank you, brother. Strata, thank you very much for the tier 1. Appreciate you, baby. Let's go. Oh, shit, I'll pass. Oh, shit, I'll pass. I'll pass. Oh, shit, I'll pass. There's always One Piece? Dude. There's too many episodes of One Piece. I think the reason why I like Jujutsu Kaisen, okay, and the reason why I like Solo Leveling, bro, they don't waste any time. I know that filler and world building is really important, but these old school, like, Naruto, when I had more time on my hands, I wanted all the episodes, even if it had nothing to do with the main story. Solo Leveling, they didn't fuck around one bit. Like, I don't know if this is what anime normally is. I couldn't even tell you. But Jujutsu Kaisen, Solo Leveling, they are shorter seasons, and the episodes, like, there's no wasted time. So I don't know. I'm sure there's like a breakdown and an explanation why other animes are like that and other animes aren't. I don't know. But Solo Leveling and Jujutsu Kaisen to me, like, were just nonstop action from start to finish at the beginning to the end of the season. So, and that's I kind of like that now. Yo, Sway Nice, what up, big dog? 5 gifted. Yo, brother, Sway, we're fucking with you, baby. Appreciate you, man. Mauricio, thank you very much for the prime. Inevitable, thank you very much for the prime. Sway, for real, thank you very much for that 5 gifted, man. All right, gentlemen. We are going to do the bracket. Yes, Gav Kelly, I'm sorry. Can you just do the bracket, brother? Yo, Gav, listen, man. I totally feel. See, now you just brought more yapping. Gav, you kind of just put yourself in a peculiar position. You're in a rock and a hard place because now that you asked me to do it, I have to yap to you about why I'm not doing it and when we're going to start it. But no, for real, you're not a sub. You ain't got a sub badge next to your name. So barking out demand's kind of crazy. But I have been talking for a while, and I've been teasing you with this bracket in front of us. I do agree that it is probably time for us to start the bracket now. We had a great conversation about LA Thieves and the dilemma of me being an owner and being biased. I have not decided what we will do yet when it comes time to, really put our prediction in for that fucker. But let's start with Optic Texas versus Miami Heretics, okay? Now, I'm certainly not an encyclopedia of competitive COD, okay? If we were doing brackets like this in my era, I almost guarantee you that I would go 100% from the line. Miami Heretics, all right. I know that at the beginning of the year, they looked really good, okay? They looked really good, but LA Thieves beat them. They've had a rough go of it. I think they haven't won a match in a while. If they got on land, I'd be very surprised if all of a sudden that they turned up and won the series. But, my first instinct for Optic Texas versus Miami Heretics would be Optic inevitably winning. But I'll say this. This is one of those matchups that kind of gets the brains, just moving a little bit. I feel like Optic has looked really good. They've looked very dominant. I mean, beating Toronto Ultra was a pretty big deal for that team. And this is just one of those weird matchups where Miami Heretics have looked pretty bad or have not looked serviceable in their games in these last few weeks. But like, you're telling me that the first series, you've got a team that had flashes of greatness. Now we're on LAN. Anything could happen. I think Optic's going to win, but this is one that I just want you to know that I said it out loud. I just feel like weird shit is going to happen in this series. This is just one of those prime time first matches of the major. Optic should inevitably win in a dominant fashion, but this just it has my fucking spidey sense going off. Something about it. I don't know, maybe like 3-2 Optic Texas versus Miami. Miami doesn't stand a chance. Listen, from all the things that we have seen, I completely agree in the last couple months or last couple weeks, but I'm telling you, crazy shit happens on LAN. And I'm telling you, bro, you kind of got it. That's what was good about pool play back in the day, gentlemen. It gave everybody an opportunity to settle in. The matches were important, but they weren't dictating the rest of the tournament for everybody. You could have a bad series, and I just feel like maybe Optic, hopefully they can sit down on stage and get back in the saddle and pick up on every bit of momentum that they've built for themselves over these last couple weeks, because they look really good. And I actually think they're in contention potentially to win the event. But I'm just saying, I want it to be known that I said it out loud that there's going to be something weird that happens in this match. Or it's going to be like a 3-0 and it wasn't even fucking close and I'm going to stop yapping. I'm going 3-1 just in the off chance that Miami sneaks out a search and destroy or something weird happens. I just can feel it. Now, Toronto Ultra probably going to win 3-0. I feel like that's going to be a pretty quick series. Vegas Legion has looked good, though. I'm going 3-1 once again. I think Vegas Legion's going to take a map off Toronto Ultra. As much as I hate to tip the cap to that long neck bastard Scrappy, I think he's very good. And of course, everybody on that roster gets better because of our former championship LA Thieves, Dylan Envoy, the Dark Prince. Who do we got? We got Scrappy, Kleenex, Envoy, and Insight. Is that the team? Is that the team? LAT have the same amount of rings as the Optic COD organization. Stop the hate. Yo, Lindad, as much of a insult that is to them, it's kind of an insult to me too, though, brother. Lindad, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think you actually just put me in the crosshairs with there while you were trying to defend me. I mean, I was on that team for a while. LA Thieves is the reason why this league is so top heavy this year. Yeah, I agree with that. I think there's a little less parity in the league because we basically had a super team and everybody dispersed in every direction. Shave that stash, daddy. Ricotta. Ricta. I can't. You're not a sub. You can't tell me to shave my mustache and act like you're going to carry any weight in my mind. You got a sub badge, though, and I take it serious. That's true. What else did somebody say? But, yo, listen. I'm not going to lie. I think Vegas Legion looks good. I think Dylan Attaches looked like a top 5 player in the league this split. No lie. He's looked really, really good. Who else is on Vegas Legion? Can somebody give me a quick list? It's Attach, and I don't know anybody else. I think like Geo, Purge, or fucking Awakening, something. Giovanni, thank you very much for the tier 1, baby Kitch. Brando Horizon, ready for the new season of Demon Slayer? Absolutely. Light. Geo, Purge, Nero. Okay. I don't know those players well. I really don't. But Chase the Legacy, thanks for the prime. Appreciate you, baby. Okay, have Purge and Geo played on land before? Or is this their first event or second or third? I mean, I'm sure that they've done challengers. That's a silly question. But once again, there's two things that could happen here, boys, with Vegas Legion. They either pull up and they come out flat and they get fucking slammed 3-0 by Toronto Ultra, or since these guys haven't spent a lot of time on land, maybe they, aren't mental head cases. Maybe they are just they have so much conviction that when they get on land, they're going to turn into god tier players. Maybe they're just losing matches online and they're thinking, just wait till I get on that local area network, and then we turn into the best players ever. I'm still thinking Toronto Ultra 3-1. I think Vegas Legion takes a map, and maybe it could be a close series, but bro, it's undeniable how good Toronto Ultra is right now. I was surprised that Optic beat them online, I will say. But I still think Toronto Ultra is going to carry this momentum into the second major and look pretty good. All right, New York Subliners versus Boston Breach. I know that New York Subliners is very good this year. They played Optic till round 11, game 5 this past online match this week. Boston Breach couldn't even fucking name one person on that roster. Couldn't even name one person on that roster. But I would love it if you guys helped me. I don't know who's on that team this year. I've watched the matches. Oh, it's Ace and Snoopy, Slasher, and Prisa. Whoa. Okay, now. I completely forgot about that team. Okay. That just made this a lot more. This might have just become the most interesting match in the first round to me. It really might have. Brother, I would never bet against Slasher on land back against the wall, dude. They're horrible. I don't know, Neek. They might look bad sometimes, but you just don't have that group of players come out and just roll over and die on land. It just won't happen. Stop doing the sketch shoulder move. Yo, Abney, stop backseat mannerisming me. That's the wildest comm I have ever seen in Twitch chat. Somebody telling me to stop shrugging my shoulders like sketch. Bro, first of all, you're absolutely fucking right. But second of all, go fuck yourself. And thirdly, yo, I don't even realize that I'm doing it while I'm doing it. It's totally like autonomous or fucking... I don't realize I'm doing it while I'm doing it, brother, but you're absolutely right. You have no idea how much TikTok I have watched of Sketch. I'm sorry, man. I promise you, I'm not trying to bite this guy's flow at all. I've been streaming for a long time. I don't just sit here and steal people's bits, but it's fucking... Bro, no bullshit. I kind of hurt something in my pec and my shoulder because I've been shrugging with everything that what I say, and I don't realize that I'm doing it. I want to stop, but I can't. I was just trolling. It's funny. Abney, you can't say something like that and back down right away, bro. You just can't. But I'm sorry, brother. It was an accident. It was an accident, brother. I'm starting to like combine Trump and Sketch. It's a problem. All right, yo, listen. So we got Ace and Snoopy, Slasher and Priesta versus Subliners. Look, man, Subliners look like contenders. I do think that the Boston Breach roster is just full of players that in the past I wouldn't bet against on LAN. But I think Boston Breach is going to push them, bro. How good of a S&D team is NY, chat? What's their league record like in Search and Destroy? I wish I had a stat sheet in front of me. Who's got this knowledge? This ain't 2014. I know, brother. I know it ain't 2014, but NYSL is 17-4 search record. Okay, I'm gonna go 3-0, bro. I was gonna say 3-2 for a second, but I think that's pretty faded. No, I gotta respect Slasher and Priest more than that. I'm going 3-1 again. The odds that all of these matches are 3-1, 3-1, 3-1 are pretty terrible. I don't know, bro. I might be letting my perception of Priesta and Slasher and ASIM ruin my objective approach here. I can't tell. This is probably the toughest match for me to read here. I don't know. There's just something happening with that Boston Breach roster. We'll see. I really think we either got to be 3-0 or 3-2 on this one. You think Vegas is going to be 3-1 or 3-2? I just don't know if I can. I don't know if I can get behind that, brother. I really don't. Been a lot of heat on Sib lately, too. Priesta's revenge match. I'm going 3-2 Boston. I'm going 3-2 subliners. I think some weird shit's going to happen there. But I'm still going to stick with the 3-1 versus Vegas Legion for Toronto. Guys, I get that Vegas has looked good, but I don't think they're going to stand a chance versus Ultra. I'm actually going to be bold enough to say it's going to be 3-0. Now, listen. I believe in Dylan Attach. I believe in Attach. I don't know those other guys like that. I'm sure they're great people, the best people. But Toronto Ultra is going to come out swinging. For some reason, it's absolutely fated that I just put 3-2 New York subliners, but I think Boston, for whatever, I don't know why, they're just going to do something there. We yapping all day. See, it's kind of a yap day. It's a short stream. I got to get off at like 11. So I'm only on for like 3 more hours. So we're just sitting here talking. I'm going to do Wordle connections. I'm going to do this bracket. All right, gentlemen. This is taking us a long time. We got to go Atlanta FaZe versus Los Angeles Thieves. I need the chat to tell me what they're thinking. LA Thieves have looked pretty good. Yeah, and to be honest with you, I think Atlanta FaZe, they look like they've lost a step. Wow. The fakes get exposed in this chat. Respectfully, the fakes get exposed. See? Oh, you know what? You know what's a pretty good strategy for this? For me to avoid all controversy? Here's what we're going to do. The chat is going to decide what's going to happen in every LA Thieves match. I won't even be a part of it. I'm going to remove myself from this peculiar position we find ourselves in. Somebody do a poll. Somebody do a poll. We got to put some options up there, and you guys are going to vote. You guys are going to tell me what's going to happen. Smart man. I'm running for office. True politician here. I have to recuse myself. I can't be involved in this one, boys. It's too much trouble just around the corner. Somebody get a poll up. Somebody get a poll up. You might have Sketch syndrome. Yeah, I do. Yo, can one of my mods asleep at the wheel? Gentlemen, we are moving slow. Who wins? Who the fuck put up this poll? Guys. Who the fuck? McGowan, was this you? Who do I gotta yell at? Yo, listen. Tell me how this guy Octane with his mods does a poll, and they've got like 4 different options, wild possibilities. All we did was put up, guys, it's not a Atlanta FaZe LA Thieves who wins, who loses. I need map round counts. I need map counts. We got to get into shape, man. Yo, where's Goldmo at? I got a bone to pick with him. I I'm about to start yelling. All right, you guys just emphatically said that FaZe is going to beat LAT. You guys said that Atlanta FaZe is going to beat LAT. That's fucked up, boys. I'm not going to lie to you, boys. That's fucked up. Vidrian, thank you very much for the tier 1, brother. Jackson ES, thank you very much for the prime. Maxiavelli with the tier 1 said, been a viewer since 2013, and now we are both fathers. What a time. Yo, Max, crazy world we live in, brother. I don't know how it happened, but here we are. Thanks for sticking with me, and congratulations on the family. C-Mart, thanks for the tier 1. Reaping Ryan T-Ray, appreciate you, baby. Baby Kit said, keep the stash, sexy man. Thanks for the 100 bits, brother. Giovanni, Baby Kit, Brando, Horizon, thank you, boys. LA Thieves is very hot right now, I agree. All right, I think we got a new poll up. Yo, we got to find Goldmo. We made him a mod. Oh, you see, this is the type of poll that I was looking for, gentlemen. This is a great poll. Can you guys here? Let me pull up the stream on my PC. This is a great poll. This is what I was looking for. How do I find the poll? Results. Atlanta. You guys can't see it because of my cam. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Hold on. We got 3-0 FaZe, 3-0 Thieves. We had 4 people vote that. Golly. 3-1 FaZe, 95. 3-1 Thieves, 5 people. 3-2 Thieves, 71. Okay, so there's some motion there. All right. These are good options, though. This is much better. This is much better. All right. It looks like 3-1 FaZe is going to win. Okay, that's fine. Once again, I did not make this. Do we think Thieves takes a map? Vote for your team, Nade. Listen, man. When you guys have a team, you could do whatever the fuck you want with it. I believe in the boys. I do. I believe. My spirit believes. Absolutely. But if we're being honest with ourselves, this is going to be a very tough matchup for LA Thieves, man. It's going to be a very tough matchup. You're telling me that Atlanta FaZe, who seemingly upgraded with Draza this year, got second at the last major, and their core with Selim and BZ Simp have been the most dominant team probably in Call of Duty. You know, they've gotten second place a lot. That's absolutely just a fact. But they are very fucking good. Okay? So anybody getting on my ass about me not saying that LA Thieves is going to win, go fuck yourselves, buddy. Because right now, this is what the chat voted for. I didn't even come up with this fucking result. All right? I have nothing to do with this. And if you wanted me to have something to do with this, I wouldn't have a problem saying that this is going to be a tough match for LA Thieves. First series on Miami. Come on, man. Like, read the writing on the wall. Like, would I love to see LA Thieves win this match? Absolutely. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be really fucking hard. It's a tough opponent. Not believing in your team to win is insane. LMAO, yo, Ruben. See, now you guys are going to piss me off. I have sat here for 7 fucking years believing in every iteration of our roster. But right now, you guys need to remove my ownership in LA Thieves out of the equation, boys. If I was going to do a watch party and I was going to be like a big dick analyst in the competitive Call of Duty scene, like, I need to be realistic. Like, LA Thieves needs to show me more if they want me to sit here and predict them to beat probably one of the most dominant rosters in Call of Duty history. Okay? I don't care. A little tough love's nothing wrong with that, bro. Nothing wrong with that. I hate you guys. I hate you guys. You guys are being mean. Fade, thanks for the tier 1, brother. Lick nuts. These these pick'ems are kind of hard too because I would love to know the series maps. I would love to know what the maps were. I do agree though. Something just doesn't feel right about this prediction, but I don't know, man. Atlanta FaZe is a good team. I think FaZe first round is a tough draw. We did beat LAG though, and LAG beat FaZe. It was online, but at the end of the day, here's what we're going to say. And this is what we did. We had the chat predict this match. The chat will be predicting all of LA Thieves matches. Okay? So I've washed my hands of the situation. All right? This is like I'm a lawyer at a big firm and we got a conflict of interest. I can't even be a part of it. You guys said that 3-1 was the most likely result. Atlanta FaZe 3-1. Let's move on to the lower elimination bracket. Okay, we got to speed run this, boys, because I'm taking forever here. Carolina Royal Ravens. I just saw a clip of Tyler Fellow saying that they just had their best day of scrims yet going into the event. Now, if I'm Fellow, I'm not feeling comfortable with that. I'm actually going into the event thinking about the reverse jinx. Normally, if you have a good day of practice right before the event, you show up and you get fucking slammed. Okay? Before we won X Games and Call of Duty Ghosts, we were getting obliterated. I mean, we weren't even in the ballpark of winning a scrim series. It was awful. And guess what? You go into the event with absolutely no expectations, and all of a sudden you turn into a pretty damn good team. Carolina's beating Ravens. Wait, what? You guys are going 3-1 Ravens over Miami? Listen, I just broke bread with my man Journey, or Vickle. I like him a lot. He's smart. But Clayster's on Ravens, right? Is this Fellow, Clayster, TJ Haley, and that guy Gwyn? She took the moon over Georgia. Yo, we got to have a conversation with this guy Gwyn, though. We got to have a conversation with this guy Gwyn. I'm going 3-1 Royal Ravens, boys. Gwyn is nasty? Yeah, I know, but he put out a dumbass tweet, brother. You never put out a tweet saying, I feel like I'm the best player in this lobby. Like, that just tells me that you're thinking too much about yourself, not about the team. But every player does it. The problem that I have with esports is that there's never a time for the boys to fully come together. I feel like at least in the NBA and the NFL, when you have like these 3 to 4 year multi-million-dollar contracts, there's not as much. Like, of course, people are thinking about their stats. Like, people really care about themselves. It really depends on the sport. You know, an NFL roster, you got, what, 53 fucking people on that, is it 53, 52, or 51? It's one of those three. I don't know. 53, I think. 53-man roster, 52-man roster. Fuck it. Whatever. My point is, if I'm a fan of the Royal Ravens or the Carolina Royal Ravens, I would love to see Gwyn put out a tweet saying, I'm the fucking best. You guys are all ass, whatever. But if I'm a player on the team, I just don't want, like, if we just lost, and then my boy, who I was just in a Discord call and scrimming with all week, said, I'm the best player on this. It's not about that. It's got to be about the team. But I just don't think esports sometimes gives the opportunity for players to feel the comfort and their security and stability on the rosters that they're on. So they have to think about themselves and think about their ego and think about their future. But my dope would be immediately checked if I was on that roster and this man put out a tweet like that. I'm just calling it how I see it. But I think TJ's look good on this game. Clayster's always obviously the GOAT. I never bet against Clayster on LAN. Fellow's always been hanging around, always been a good player. I think Ravens are going to win this 3-1. Vegas Legion, Seattle Surge. I don't know what the fuck's going on over that Seattle camp. I still think that this Illy situation with Seattle is probably one of the weirder things that I've watched unfold in competitive Call of Duty. Like, we don't have any clarity why Illy isn't on that team or on that roster. You know, we could speculate all we want. Maybe it has something to do with that post-game interview that they had. I don't know, but you don't take one of your best players on the team and just fucking bench him and then not really give us any insight to it. Arcides is on that team. I think the whole community is on Arcides' ass for no reason. I know you guys think that he's Killhorn or whatever. Alec is a great guy. I think he's an even better player. But I think Vegas Legion takes this 3-0. Vegas looked really good, and they're probably one of the dark horses of this event. Maybe his thumb thing again? Yeah, but they need to tell us. They need to tell us what's happening. Like, it's crazy, bro. Our entire LCS reputation was ruined because our coach at the time did not want one of our players on the team, and then we didn't make a statement about it. Because we're like, hey, it's our roster. We don't need to explain anything. And then everybody fucking hated us. Like, Seattle Surge, they should be under much more heat than this. As somebody who's been under heat for not saying anything, I want to know, why the hell is Illy not on this team? At least Hook owned up to it. Illy needs to do the same. Well, we don't have confirmation. We don't know that about Clayster coming jittery to land, though. Yo, Matic, can I just tell you this? You need to listen up, brother. Anybody that could possibly sit in their chair and type in my chat with a straight face and say Clayster is going to be jittery on land, brother, the guy has 3 world championships. What the fuck are we talking about? Are we insane? Are we insane? Where's Rambo in all this? Yo, first and foremost, it's not on Rambo to come out and talk through all this. It's not Rambo. Rambo's the head coach of the team. You know, this is like Seattle management. This is their job. Rambo has been the most quiet CDL coach of all time. More quiet on theory on Las Vegas Legion and Saints on Carolina Royal Ravens. Why do you think that is, bro? Tell me, why do you think that is? And I'll tell you why. What I think is causing Ray to be a little bit more of a backseat coach or not talking as much on social. Coach is in charge of the players, no? Yeah, Retro. Coach is definitely in charge of the players' performance in game. Bro, if you think that it's Rambo's job to come out and address this Illy situation, you're smoking crack, brother. The reason why I in my opinion, listen, I think Ray got disrespected. I think, oh man, this fucking pick'ems bracket is going to get me in trouble. Look, I can understand both perspectives. If we go all the way back to the history books of like where all of these things kind of unraveled for Optic and Rambo, if I'm Dashy, I'm going to have a hard time with anybody who has a demeanor that Ray has, because I played with Ray in the past. Ray is certainly one of people don't understand. Rambo's like one of the best minds that Call of Duty has ever seen. He really is. But if I'm Dashy, I'm an all-star superstar talent. I've got this guy who's been out of the scene for a while, or has been playing at least, telling me what to do. My ego, Dashy needs to have an ego. Dashy deserves to have an ego. But when you take two like type A personalities and have them clash heads, it just doesn't work well. So I don't think Ray deserved all of the fucking heat that came down on him back in the day. But at the end of the day, when a team is not performing to the level of which people thought they should or would, there's always going to be a fall guy. But I think Ray took way too much burden and bared a lot of the fucking lack of success that Optic had. And I think that's why he's probably a lot more passive on social now. And I don't think Ray deserves that. I think Ray has been one of the most transformative players in competitive Call of Duty history. And that's coming from somebody who always wanted to beat him or wanted to take his spot on the roster. Like, me and Ray have had like a very unique relationship, but I will always tip the cap in his camp because he's one of the smartest minds that Call of Duty's ever had. And this era of Call of Duty fandom doesn't understand that. So I don't think Ray deserved all that heat, and I think that's why he's more passive in his personality now online. But I also don't think it's his job to come out and address what's going on with Illy, unless he was the main factor in having him removed from the roster. If anything, there's somebody like a GM or whatnot. I don't know who works at Seattle Surge. I don't know what their org chart looks like. But it's not Ray's job to address that, in my personal opinion, for everything that I see at face value. Could be wrong. I don't know. Boston Breach versus Minnesota Rocker. Let me see here. Boston Breach versus Minnesota Rocker. I have no fucking clue who's on Minnesota Rocker. Somebody tell me. Uh-ohs with the 5 gifted sub. What up, brother? What up, uh-ohs? Thank you very much for the 5 gifted, baby. Thanks for the gifted sub. Ripping on duty. Thanks for the Prime Sinister. Thanks for the tier 1. Nade Frame, thanks for the tier 1, brother. Neko, Fade, gentlemen, thanks for all the subs. Toxic with the 100 bits. Appreciate you, baby. Jake Maverick with the 17 months. What up, brother? 17 months is crazy. It's Accuracy, Lens, Awakening, and Vivid. Ooh, I love me some Lamar. Breach wins 3-1. Oh, man. I don't have a good beat on this matchup. I don't know the team. I haven't watched them play very much. Still missed my question? Yo, uh-ohs. I appreciate the gifted subs, brother. Yo, this chat's kind of moving pretty quick, and I'm talking a lot. It's hard for me to read these individual messages. There's a lot of spam going on. What did you need, brother? I appreciate the gifted subs. What was your question? I'll try to see it right now. Kylie, thank you very much for the tier 1, brother. I'm going to try to highlight it. No. Just put the message in the chat right now, brother. I'm locked in on the chat right now just for you. 6 gifted subs. Let me see. What do you need? Just copy and paste it. Guess my favorite player in Optic that hasn't played in the CDL. Yo, 6 gifted subs, brother. The world is yours. Let's do it. Guess my favorite player in Optic that hasn't played in the CDL. I got no idea, man. I got no clue. Rambo? Wow, we put the brakes on the stream for a lot there. Yo, uh-ohs. Optic Hova. Yo, brother, in a vacuum, that might have been one of the funniest interactions I've ever had. Brother, you hit me with the 6 gifted subs, then you hit me with the passive-aggressive ellipses, the ... You didn't even read my message. I asked for your message. You said, hold on, let me highlight it. I said, no, just say it out loud right now. We're going to pause everything right now. And then you said, guess my favorite CDL player on Optic that never played on the CDL era. And then you said Optic Hova, which used to be my clan tag. Yo, uh-ohs, you're a fucking legend for that, brother. You're a legend for that. All right, so we got Minnesota Rocker. We got Vivid, Awakening, fucking Accuracy, and Lens, I think. I don't remember. I have no idea. Boston Breach versus Minnesota Rocker. Fuck, man. We're going to skip over that until you guys come to an agreement. LA Thieves 3-0 over LAG. Not even a question. See, when it's not Atlanta FaZe, boys, I can give you a pretty good take. But I need you guys to tell me who you think's going to win. Boston Breach or Rocker. This one's tough for me. Make a poll? All right, yo, we're going to make a poll for Boston Breach versus Minnesota Rocker. I think that's actually probably the best course of action when we don't have a good beat. And this just shows me that I have a lot more to watch. I need to watch these matches. I'm going to be locked in. I might do a full-blown watch party for this fucking major. I really might. Would that be something I should actually do? The only thing that's tough is that Scump is certainly the destination for the watch parties. And if not Scump, it's Zuma. But I might do a full-blown watch party for this event. I'm so far deep down the rabbit hole of competitive COD again that I feel like I need to do it. You don't even know rosters, man? Yo, Matic, why are you on my dick in this chat, brother? Can you cut me some slack, man? I'm streaming 8 hours a day, just grinding rank play, and then I got a family that I gotta be a part of and take care of when I get off. And then I got a whole fucking company, 100 Thieves. I'm sorry that I don't know the individual players on every team, but I will learn. But while I'm learning, I need you to get off my dick. Please. He said, my bad, Nadeshot. It's all good, Matic. See? What a kind chatter. He said, my bad. We're good, bro. All right, we got a poll going right now, chat. Come on. I need you guys to guide me down this path. Don't fuck my pick'ems. Don't fuck my pick'ems, boys. We got a big push for Breach over Rocker. I'm just going to take that. We've been spending a lot of time on this. I'm taking Breach over Rocker. 3-2. You guys called it. We got Breach over Rocker. 3-2. All right, we go back to the top. Actually, no, let's get through this. All right, we got Vegas Legion versus Carolina Royal Ravens. I do think that betting against Ravens is tough, but Vegas Legion has just looked good. I think they deserve this vote. I think 3-1 Vegas Legion. Boston Breach versus LA Thieves. I'm going Thieves 3-1 over Boston Breach. We're going to make that quick. I think the match versus FaZe is going to be a tough round one. And I know I said I was going to allow you guys to pick the results for LA Thieves, but I'm just going to hammer it home for us, brother. All right, let's get back to the top. This is where things really heat up, gentlemen. And this is where I think the pick'ems get the toughest. These are 4 juggernaut rosters facing off against each other. I mean, if everything goes according to plan in winners round 1, and we vote straightforward, like this is going to be a banger of a Saturday at Major 2 in Miami. I'm actually already looking at this major. I hope everything goes according to plan. I mean, actually, I don't. I hope LA Thieves beats Atlanta. That'd be great. Optic Texas versus Toronto Ultra. We got Optic. They Neslo'd Ultra. They didn't win a single fucking hard point. They won 2 search and destroys and a control. No? That's what a Neslo is? That was online. What do we think? Money G, thanks for the prime, brother. Voltex, thank you. Toxic Juan with the prime. Optic beating that ass. Ultra 3-2. Optic 3-1. Fuck, man. I'm kind of split right down the middle here. Toronto winning Major 1 in the fashion that they did, it's hard to bet against. It's hard to bet against Ultra, but as we've seen past years, I feel like there was a good portion of time where not one single team that won an event would go back to back and win 2 in a row. And I think a lot changes in a couple weeks. You know, we had this. It was Major 1 and Major 2 are on a different patch, right? Where Major 1 was on old hardpoint spawns. No, I know that we've been getting all these online matches with the new updated spawns and hardpoint locations, but Major 1 was on the old, right? Correct. Okay. So I guess it's kind of hard for us to put a lot of weight in what happened in Major 1 I feel like we need to compartmentalize how we approach these. Optic has looked good in these online qualifiers, man. They really have. And the thing about Optic's roster is that if I look at it on paper, if you would have asked me at the beginning of Modern Warfare 3 first event, on paper, I actually think Optic's roster is more exciting. I think they've got more raw talent. Now, does that mean we can translate this over to a winners round 2 win over Toronto Ultra? It's hard. It's tough. My soul doesn't want to bet against Envoy either because he was just such an influential part of our roster. Oh, man. Fuck, dude. This is the toughest one I think I'm going to have. This is hard. I kind of respect everybody with doing their pick'ems because this really is difficult. Dashy, Kenny, Pred, Shotzi. I'm just waiting to see Optic be the team that we want them to be. I feel like that's always been the relationship of a fan and the Optic organization. You know, you just want them to win so badly, and you want them to perform at the level you know they can, but will they deliver on that? I think Major 2 they do. I'm taking Optic here in a close series. It's got to be 3-2 either way. You know, we could be way off the mark here, and this goes down to a quick 3-0 accidentally. It's just so hard to predict these matches because you always try to make these predictions with the idea that every player on every team is going to perform to the best of their ability. But what's weird about majors and just matches in general, it's hard to have a measurement on who and who isn't going to be having a good day. Because sometimes, you know, we're people. The competitors on stage, they're people too. And some days you just wake up and you feel a little off, you know? Actually, it's me streaming. This is going to sound really, really, really weird and off the wall. It's not going to sound weird. It's just a tangent. We're yapping. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to yap here. I'm not even going to look at the chat. Don't get mad at me. I have now that I'm older, it's crazy how much more in sync I am with my body and my mind. I actually think I wish I could go back and play at tournaments with how I know my body now, because I would have taken so many extra precautions to try to wake up and feel like I am as sharp as I could be. Because the sleep that you get affects whether your brain's firing. What you eat the day before affects how your brain's firing. The fucking, if you're in the gym at all, predicts, it changes how your brain is firing. Like, when LA Thieves first started, and we, in League of Legends more specifically, the viewership was so high, the salaries were so high, the legitimacy of the sport was so high and exciting. It's like you needed all the bells and whistles. We need 3 coaches, 1 head coach, a performance coach, and a fucking position coach for all the different lanes. And, you know, I'd be watching these guys out in the compound in the basketball court doing fucking team building exercises, tossing a ball to each other, doing yoga, talking about their feelings. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. My fucking old head perspective was like, give me a fucking break, brother. We didn't have none of that. This is stupid. This is pointless. But I got to be honest with you. Slowly but surely, I'm starting to come around to this. I think that you can control a lot more of your performance if you do the work in the background. I know we're just sitting on stage with a controller in our hand, and it's kind of caveman versus real sports and anything that you could be doing in a performance setting. But I think these matches, when you have all 4 players on each team who are some of the best in the world, it's really going to come down to how they feel and how they perform that day. And I'm hoping Optic can wake up feeling dangerous that morning. So I'm going Optic Texas 3-2 over Ultra. Now we're in another peculiar position with a fucking heavyweight bout. New York Subliners versus Atlanta FaZe. Corsi, thank you very much for the gifted sub, brother. Something tells me that we just can't hold this FaZe roster off any longer. They just yapping. He doesn't even know the current LAT roster. Yo, AJ player. I've been in esports since I was 14 years old. Quite literally, metaphorically, physically, an analogy, whatever fucking form of phrasing is right for you. Suck my meat. Lick nuts, kid. I have watched, competed, and participated in more tournaments and esport moments than your little pea brain could even comprehend, brother. Suck me. I'm going to Atlanta FaZe 3-1 over New York Subliners. I just don't think you take this roster that has historically been falling short over the last few years. A lot of second place finishes, but also a lot of wins. Adding Draza to the mix, I think, is a clear upgrade to anything they've had in the past. I'm going FaZe 3-1. And I'm not going to lie to you, before we even get to the remainder of the bracket, I think FaZe is probably one of my favorites to win the whole thing. Plain and simple. It's a very good team, bro. They don't make a lot of mistakes. That's a hard team to beat. Now we got New York Subliners versus Vegas Legion. I'm going 3-1 NYSL over Vegas Legion. I think Attach is going to carry those boys deep into the tournament, but ultimately, when you face off against New York Subliners, I think that will be a win in NYSL's favor. Now we got Toronto Ultra versus LA Thieves. I need someone to boot up the poll. Maybe Toronto Ultra's a little shook after a tough loss on stage, a grueler of a match. They go up against FaZe, or they go up against Optic, pull up a little short. Maybe their confidence is broken. Maybe they take their eye off the prize, and LA Thieves just gives us a 3-0 thriller. How amazing would that be? I would love that. I would love that. He used to read mine a lot. I don't think he loves me anymore. Kylo Tim, brother, I got more love for you than you'll ever understand. But you guys got to understand, this chat moves quick. I do a lot of talking. If I sit and read one comment, it takes me off my thought process, and then we're fucked. I feel like you guys are really beating up on me today, dude, with these individual messages. Mods, I need a poll here. I need a poll here, boys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. See what you guys got for me here. Ultra 3-0. Jesus Christ, gentlemen. You guys are setting me up. You guys are setting me up here, gentlemen. Might be the fastest series of the major. What the fuck? All right. I'm going Ultra 3-0. Not because I want it to happen, but because that's what you guys voted for. So nobody hop on my fucking meat, please. How do I scroll over? Here we go. Okay. I think Ultra's going to win 3-1 versus NYSL. Plain and simple. Maybe 3-2. Tough. Tough. All right. Optic versus FaZe, man. We're going to get a lot of people. This one's going to split everybody right down the middle. You're either going to love me or you're going to hate me. I don't know. Can't tell. I have no idea. Have we seen Optic and FaZe play? Did they play in this split? Online? What happened? This dude hates NYSL. Yo, listen, brother. I actually fuck with Kismet. See, you can't tell me you hate that I hate NYSL, brother, because I don't. There's not a single player on that team that I hate. Let's go back. Can we just go back and talk about this, brother? Because now that I saw that one message, I'm going to yap. First of all, have you ran it down on fucking Haven, C Long, T side with Hydra and Kismet on your team? Absolutely not, bro. I've went into battle with these boys on NYSL. I fuck with Big Kiz. I fuck with Hydra. I fuck with Sib. And are you gonna tell me that I don't love Caesar Skies? My fucking Valorant duo? Well, now that I actually walked through that roster, I kind of forgot Caesar was on this team. My pick'ems are chalked this event. I'm going to lock in. I think I'm going to do a full-blown watch party for these matches this weekend. And I'm going to learn myself more about the competitive COD environment as it is today. I just don't. Toronto Ultra, they won the first major, brother. Like, that's the most ammunition they've got in the arsenal for this argument. Like, I gave it 3-2. It's not that I don't fuck with NYSL. I'm telling you, brother, at the end of the day, these matchups, Optic Texas versus Ultra, New York Subliners versus FaZe, New York Subliners versus Ultra, bro, these are like coin flip matches. All four of those teams can beat each other on any given day. We're just fucking guessing on who is going to perform the best in that moment. Think about it, bro. What? We played like a handful of online matches in the before the first major, one major, and now we have the second major with a handful of online matches before. It's not like we have like a ton of fucking information about who, you know, it really just comes down to who's the better team that day. These teams are so close in skill. We're just speculating. I don't know. Like, there's no guarantees, man. Atlanta FaZe versus Optic Texas, boys. I mean, I knew that people were going to be pissed off as soon as I started doing that, but I'm sitting here and we're doing it anyways, gentlemen. Am I soft? I'm fucking soft. I got to start talking shit to people in chat, brother. I got to stop trying to be the nice comedic guy. I got to start saying shit with my chest. God damn it. You guys are on my ass. Optic versus FaZe, I don't know. Do we think this is when Optic finally wins an event? LAT tweet? Oh, god damn it. I know Josh went crazy with this one. Fuck me. Fuck me, dude. I just know that I'm about to get... See, that... Jesus. The algorithm is not even putting LATs at the top for me. Oh, wait. For you. Wait. Okay. Thank you, Nick Kirchner. Yo, why does JCap's face fit so well on Tony Montana or Scarface Al Pacino? Why does Cap fit so well with Al Pacino? All I have in this world is my balls and my word. Yo, I think this just made me realize that JCap's hot as fuck. Dude, if JCap was like 13% body fat, jacked to the tits, JCap's hot. Am I allowed to say that? Okay, let's get back to this bracket. Scroll back up, you horny bastards. Get me out of here. I have no idea where to go with this, boys. I have no idea where to go to this. If you ask me from a professional Call of Duty standpoint, I think FaZe has the edge over Optic. I really do. It's a coin flip. I just haven't gotten to see enough out of this iteration of the Optic roster. I think they made clear upgrades in the offseason. I don't even remember what was it? You bring Kenny over, you bring Pred over with Dashy and Shotzi, like that's an all-star caliber team. But FaZe is right there with them. If not, we have We just have more historical data on FaZe's ability to perform with that trio. But Shotzi does look dangerous right now. I think it's going to come down to the search and destroys, dude, because the respawns are going to be coin flips, and I have more faith in FaZe's search and destroy right now over optics. But it's impossible. I really think this is impossible to predict. I actually don't know which way this is going to go. This is what my gut tells me. This is what my gut tells me. My gut tells me 3-1 FaZe. FaZe lost 2 S&Ds to LAG. Yeah, bro. It's an online match, though. It's just not the same. Came from vest on me. 10 ads. I'll be back tomorrow, boys. All right, Evan. We'll see you, bro. Appreciate you, baby. Nate hates Optic. I fucking hate you guys. I hate you guys. I fucking hate this place. Pass, I'll pass, 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 I'll pass. It feels like we listen to the same 10 songs we do, brother. I've got you guys on my on repeat Spotify playlist. It's 30 songs in total. Here, I can bring us over to this lifetime rewind. The problem is like people tip the cap to me. They say they like my music, but I really, I listen to the same grouping of songs over and over and over again for like a month and a half until I get sick of it and don't want to hear a single song ever again from that playlist. Here, let's go to my time capsule. My time capsule. Let's see. 50 songs, 3 hours of content. I said, tell me what's really going on. Drizzy back up in here with this meat. It's really big. Atlanta FaZe 3-1 over Optic. I don't want to say it. I don't think it'll happen. We don't know. I don't know. It's all a coin flip at this point, boys. These last few rounds of this bracket are all coin flips, gentlemen. There's no way to actually know. At that point, we're making decisions with our heart when we got to make decisions with the information that we have, which is very little. So we got to make decisions with our heart. So maybe I should switch up this whole flow. You know what? Fuck it, boys. I'm going Optic 3-1. I'm going to pander to the green wall. That's soft? You think I'm being Charmin ultra soft right now? Yo, Drizzy, thank you so much for the prime, brother. Alpha, thank you very much for the tier 1, man. Thank you, brother. Bro got peer pressured? No, I swear, it's not even that I'm getting peer pressured. I'm not. I don't think you guys understand. From my perspective, I'm saying it for the third, fourth time. I just think these series are coin flips, boys. You just don't know. There's no way for us to know. The teams are too talented. They're too good. It all comes down to the map pool and who plays well that series. You know, as much as we love these players and as good as we think they are, like, players have bad maps, and it's gonna come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes. Who's going to make the least amount of mistakes? And if we look at it from that perspective, like, I don't know. It's just coin flip. The green wall surrounded you and you gave in. Listen, I don't want to fucking hear it. Chat, tell me how I was a part of Optic for the majority of the first half of my career. All right? Then we go to LA Thieves, and immediately, every time we play LA Thieves, the Optic green wall is against me. Did I ever cave? No. No. So don't tell me that I'm fucking bending the knee right now. I just really don't know, man. Like I want to believe in Optic. I do. I just need to see like one breakout performance. They need to have a fucking Cinderella run in a tournament like this. And maybe this is that moment. We've been waiting for Optic to win ever since the first major of MW2 or Vanguard, I think it was. What was whatever the last Call of Duty was, Vanguard. They won the first event with Illy, and then, I haven't seen them win since. I want to see it happen. Optic winning is the best thing that could happen to Call of Duty right now. So maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Killer Cajun with a gifted sub, brother. Thank you. All right. Atlanta FaZe versus Toronto Ultra. After we've talked through all this and just talked ourselves in circles, a revolving door of bullshit, dude, I think FaZe is going to beat... I think FaZe is going to beat Ultra. And I think it's going to be 3-2. And I think our grand finals is going to be Optic versus FaZe. If you asked us after Major 1, immediately after, if FaZe would be FaZe and Optic would be in the grand finals, I don't think we would have said so. I don't know if I'll ever do pick'ems again. I was actually really excited about this, but I forgot how difficult this would be. I really forgot how difficult this would be. And this just shows me that I need to watch all the matches so I can really have a better, more informed opinion. I'm gonna make a point to really pay attention from here on out. If we're gonna be in the mix, Call of Duty streaming it every day, I gotta act like I know what I'm talking about. So you guys got to give me a pass on this one, man. You guys got to understand, like, normally throughout the esports season, I have our LCS team to watch. Last year, we had LCS, Apex, Valorant, and Call of Duty with a family and responsibilities and, even finding downtime for myself on the weekends when these majors happen. Like, yeah, I did not watch a lot except for LA Thieves and 100 Thieves. So I just got to drown in all these competitive moments and really pay attention again. So I get a pass on this pick'ems. What do we think happens in this best of 7? Did we get rid of the winner's bracket advantage? Is it just one best of 7 and that's it? Or does Optic get an advantage? How does it work from here? You don't get an advantage. Okay. All right, in this state right now, without any Optic fans coming in and just giving us, I need somebody to give me the breakdown right now. I need somebody to give me a breakdown right now of what they think about how deep map pools are for Optic and FaZe. Who's got the deeper map pool? Are there any clear maps that either team is just horrible at? Who's got more of those? Who's got more of those maps? Give me 2 seconds here, chat. Give me 2 seconds before we get back to this bracket. I need LaRue. Is LaRue live today? I might need him to come into this Discord. Sorry about that, boys. It's a best of 7 out of best of 5. It's a best of 7 out of best of 5. Hold on, boys. Let me do some fucking scouting here. Is Octane not live today? Fuck me. It's a bad time for him not to be live. I needed him most right now. Optic versus FaZe. Best of 7. We need to put this fucking pick'ems to rest. We've been here for a minute. You guys, it seemed like the majority thought that FaZe had a deeper map pool here.
Wait, you're saying you're putting Vegas top 4? Holy shit, let's hear it, Damon.
It don't matter.
All right.
Wait.
Okay, Damon has Vegas top 4. I am personally picking New York in this series, as much as I do think Vegas is very good.
I will say, based on, actually, you know what? Talent-wise, there's, I don't see.
Could we win? Yes, easily. Maybe not easily.
You think those are the two? Juju on this. Leave me out of it.
Is our bracket the exact same? It's not. They have Breach beating Thieves. But it's basically, it's almost the same thing. Yo, Jay, thanks for the tier 1, brother. Nasty Nate, thanks for the fucking sub. I love you guys. Thank you.
I guarantee you, out of those first 4 matches, there's going to be an upset. Someone's going to lose. It's just who's it going to be. It always happens.
I agree with that, actually.
Actually, at Major 1, it was the top 4, wasn't it, that made it into Winners 2? I'm pretty sure it was the top 4.
I mean, technically,
oh no, New York lost.
Technically, the 2 clear cuts, in a way, should be
New York
our
lost.
match and the.
All right, we basically ended up in the same place.
2 clear cuts. The other 2 are toss ups.
I'm more impressed by that than anything that's happened so far. So, look, man, you're telling me they get to the end of the breakdown fucking Major 2 predictions and then they just stop with the, I don't know, bro. Like, Seth just kept himself out of it. Seth just removed himself from the whole thing. They didn't pick a winner. I gotta, this pick'ems is like a real thing though that I can lock myself into though, like save predictions. So I gotta finish this. I don't know, bro. I actually don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy this at all. I know it's not that deep, but I don't know who's gonna win. I have no idea. Everything that I would be doing right now is a fucking guess. I don't know. I think Optic take momentum out of this event. If this bracket goes down exactly the way that we have it, which it most certainly will not, I think Optic beats FaZe in the grand finals. Confidence is a hell of a drug, brother. Confidence is a hell of a drug. And I think the confidence, if this were going to be an event that Optic can win, I think the confidence going into all these matchups, if they beat Ultra and then they beat FaZe in the winners finals, I have a hard time believing they end up losing a best of 7. I really do. You know, for the sake of the pick'ems, boys, I just want this to be known that I'm picking Optic to win. But if this plays out the way that we have it slated out on the bracket, I think Optic versus FaZe in the grand finals is a toss-up. Say predictions. Submit predictions. Am I even allowed to do this as an owner? I locked it, boys. I locked it. There you go. There you go. I'm getting the fuck out of here now. We're not going to sit here. Golly. You and a 1v1 owner against all the other owners. Who wins?